I'm Danielle Royston, and this is Telco in 20. We're doing it again. Another What's Up with Totogi.
What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with Totogi?
I get asked all the time, why on earth is Totogi focused on charging? And the reason people ask me that is because everyone thinks charging is a commodity. They're like, it's super old. When was the last time there was anything to talk about in charging? I mean, people think it should be given away for free. Charging is such a commodity that even Ericsson and Huawei usually do give it away and bundle it with their network kit, destroying all of the price points in the industry, making it really, really hard for on-premise charging software companies to hit the price points they need to generate a profit. How do I know this? I was once the CEO of a publicly traded telco charging software company, remember? I do agree charging is a commodity if you're doing it the old and busted way everyone has been doing it to date. But that's about to change. I think charging in telco has huge untapped potential. Charging engines are at the core of telco and can be huge levers to improve a telco's performance. Your charging engine has all the data that can be used to do things like reduce churn and increase customer engagement. I know that the lame and boring charger you have installed today doesn't do cool things like this, but the Totogi charger I'm building does. And so today on the podcast, I have an expert in charging and rate plan design, Hakan Dursun, who is the CMO of Totogi. He has worked for Boston Consulting Group and Booz Allen, where he advised more than 30 telcos in 20 different markets on how to improve their rate plans. And most recently was CMO at Turk Telecom, a 51 million subscriber tier 1 telco in Turkey. And I can't wait to have you listen to a quick conversation on how charging in telco is going to radically change. So let's take 20. Hakan Dursun is Chief Marketing Officer of Totogi. Hi, Hakan.
Hi, Diyar.
Hi, welcome to Telco in 20 in the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
I think this is going to be a super fun conversation. So the first thing I wanted to do was tell everyone about how you were one of the first people I hired at Totogi. And when I found you, at the time, I believe you were CMO of Turk Telecom, which is a 51 million subscriber tier 1 telco. And so tell me again about the first time that we met. How did that all happen?
I think we met in November 2020. I received a random phone call on a Friday night, and it was you.
Yeah.
I was actually driving for dinner, and I pulled over right away to take the call.
Was it like on the side of the road?
Exactly. And we hit it off immediately. It was a great conversation. And at the time, I think I had 2 offers on the table. Mm-hmm. Both were C-level telecom offers. But here I am.
Yep.
I am with you.
You joined Totogi.
I am with Totogi.
I was telling you all the crazy things I wanted to go do, and it was a random call. I had gotten your resume and found you, and I just WhatsApped you. I just called you out of the blue. And so the reason I really love talking to you all the time, even still, is that you have an amazing perspective of what it's like to be a real chief marketing officer, a real CMO inside of a telco. And so I imagine these people busy at their desk, busy in their job, probably the most time that they spend their time on is thinking about and designing exciting plans and tariffs, right? Like how are they going to monetize the network and offer it to the subscribers in a way that people want to buy it? And so the plan design and these tariffs is a big component, a big piece of the charging engine. And so what's it like to be a CMO designing and managing all of these plans?
There are tons of plans there, thousands of plans to deal with.
Yeah.
Plans for prepaid, plans for postpaid, plans for acquisition, plans for retention, plans for ARPU, plans for migration, plans.
Old plans, new plans, plans for World Cup, plans for Olympics. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah.
Exactly. And the key insight is 90% of the subscribers are on 10% of the plans only.
That's insane. That's such an interesting insight. It was something you told me way back. This interesting distribution of subscribers to the plans that they've signed up for. And so why is it? Is it because it's super easy to generate plans? It's really easy to launch new plans to market. So CMOs are just like, yeah, try a bunch of different experiments and it's so easy, it's so quick, it doesn't matter. Is that why there's so many plans inside of a telco?
How long do you have for me to tell you about this terrible process?
I had a small feeling that it was an awful, awful process.
It takes months, dear.
Yeah.
Even the simplest plan takes months.
Yeah.
And if I want to do something cool, like a bundle with Netflix or a bundle with Spotify, then it really takes 5 to 6 months.
Half a year.
So I can never respond to competition in time. I can never take quick action. And I have to go to IT for everything. The process is like a never-ending table tennis between marketing and IT.
Ping pong. Yeah, back and forth.
Back and forth, exactly. And in addition, I have to stop all my business activities because there is a version upgrade with the charging engine.
Yeah.
Or I just have to depend on my charging vendor's capability for doing what I want to do. That's crazy.
Yeah. I imagine this is one of the just massive pain points inside of a telco. And so I think that's just terrible. Like, that's just a terrible business existence. Hanging on the CMO's plate, the responsibility to add new ads, keep the subscribers and reduce churn and grow ARPU, it's really hard and it's really, really slow. And so this insight that we had where the majority of the customers have adopted a few plans and it takes so long to get to market, I'm like, this sounds horrible and this is a big problem that we want to fix.
Yeah.
But another part of the conversation that we had was, hey, Hakan, obviously you guys sit there and wish for things to be better and imagine a future that could be more improved. And so when you talk to other CMOs in the industry, what kind of ideas do you guys just organically have that you guys are just dreaming up and wish things were better? How do you guys think about and talk about that?
This is definitely the biggest challenge for any telecom marketing for delivering business results and performance.
Yeah.
So I think telco CMOs have tons of ideas to make this process better and to derive better business results, like letting my marketing team design their plans themselves without IT, like getting a plan to the market in days instead of weeks, like designing bundles with OTTs very easily, not in 5-6 months, like benchmarking and copying a telco in a different market that's performing very well. The problem they are with the current design is that they are big, broad designs, and they are designed to catch a lot of different people under the same umbrella. So I think one of the key ideas is to give the power to the subscriber and to let them design their own plans. But the problem is the subscribers don't know what they actually want or what they actually need. So that's why this self-design has never really worked well.
Yeah, they don't know how much data they use. They have no idea how to get it and figure it out and then ask for
Exactly.
it. So, yeah.
Exactly. So a CMO's dream would be to build personalized plans for every single subscriber in their database, which means like 51 million subscribers. And how would you do that? Because we cannot even manage thousands of plans, which is much, much less than 51 million. So.
Yeah, it seems like this impossible thing. And I think that's almost true in every industry. The idea of, well, if I could market to the individual person, they would be happier because it's exactly what they need. And so this is what we're trying to drive with Totogi.
Exactly.
I think the exciting thing, when you and I first talked, I guess it was about 18 months ago, and I told you what I was trying to do with Totogi, I think you were like, wow, that would be amazing.
Exactly. Knowing that you could do this with Totogi, and it was definitely one of the first things we discussed, you and me, way back, I think in 2020.
Yeah.
That really got me very excited as a CMO, what you were talking about doing. And I thought back then, if we are successful with what we are doing at Totogi, every telco in the world is going to want to buy this system.
Yeah.
And this is going to change the telecom industry.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to change telco, not just for the telcos. Some people are like, ARPU will continue to just kind of be eroded by the OTT players or by the public cloud providers. And I'm like, no, it's not, right? We have this huge opportunity. Not only that, we're going to make it great for subscribers. And I totally believe that. So,
We will. But so now, I want you, dear, to tell everyone what you told me. That was so amazing about the Totogi system.
the way I sold you and convinced you, don't become another executive at a telco, but come join a crazy girl and a crazy software side. So yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So let me tell you what I think is so amazing about what we're building with the Totogi charging system. I don't think I'm going to surprise anyone by saying it has to do with the public cloud. I'm the public cloud evangelist, so I talk about that all the time. But it is such an enabling technology, and it's not just about the servers, and it's not just about the infrastructure. But really what it is that 3 best tech companies in the world have built this software that they've used in their own businesses to hyper-target people and grow their customers and know how to filter through internet planetary size data sets to target people. And now they let any software company like Totogi use it for themselves. And we get to pay for it by the use.
Exactly.
And not only us, telco companies can do that. And so we think this is a huge, big idea. It's not about the storage and the compute and the chips or the data center. All of that is extra, but it really is about the software. So I think we're standing on their shoulders, and we would not be able to do what we're doing without them, and it's amazing. And so that's a great foundation.
It is.
I think number 2, and this is where it gets really exciting, is the machine learning and AI, which again, battle tested by the 3 best companies in the world from a technology perspective, to help us figure out how to auto detect a subscriber that could spend more, or see the signals, because we've seen the patterns on how a subscriber is going to churn and intercept it.
Yeah.
And do new experiments to try to capture new subscribers that might be coming into your telco, might be considering your network. And then not just recommend it. There's a lot of systems out there that say, hey, we make this recommendation. By the time you get it from the recommendation out of analytics, from the marketing team, into the systems of action where you can actually change the plan or pitch the subscriber when they're leaving. The big difference with our system, you can automatically implement it.
Exactly.
Not only at a touch of a button, which depends on a human to push that button, but you can do it with an API call automatically detect it. And so this is our view of charging.
Yeah.
It's API based, so you can program with this. You can ask the system, what's the churn propensity of this particular subscriber, or what's the recommended plan given the situation? They've had an outage or a series of bad experiences with our network. What can we do? And we use the word charger because that is the space that we play in. But it's not just a plan design system and a charging engine like everyone else's commodity charger that exists today.
Exactly.
It's a whole new way of doing charging. And I'm going to say it. I think it's going to help telcos double their ARPU. And people laugh at me all the time. You just laugh. People laugh because it's insane. And I'm like, I honestly believe this is what we're trying to go do.
No, that's great. How long will it take the system to make these recommendations? Is it 4 weeks, 6 weeks?
Minutes are gone. Like instantly. I literally think the biggest problem that we have with our system will be getting marketers, people that would have been in your organization previously, to trust the system, trust the recommendations, and go ahead and push the button. Say yes. Go ahead and shoot out all of these offers to all of these potential churning, porting out subscribers and intercept them. Or we really do believe it's not going to erode customer loyalty or their perception of our telco if we send out these offers to increase their ARPU. We think these designs will be better. They'll be designed by the machines and not the humans. And that's a big, big change in our industry. And I think that'll be scary for a lot of marketing departments to kind of go into autopilot mode and not be hand designing these plans. And I think it's going to be different. And so they're going to love the speed, but they're going to be scared. And so they're just going to have to experiment in small batches and learn to trust it. When it starts working, it's going to be like a hockey stick. It's going to be freaking amazing.
Wow. Do I need to get these recommendations implemented by IT every time?
This is so awesome. No, you don't need IT. That ping pong game that you were talking about, we went and talked to a bunch of marketers and asked them about their biggest frustrations. And chargers are mostly sold through IT departments. They're not sold to marketing. Marketing's like, My job depends on the charger and being able to design plans very quickly. But all of the charging companies are mostly selling through the IT departments because it's a technical sale. And so we've built our system so that marketing teams can do it themselves. And even better, there's an API that you can start to put where you need to make these decisions and can do it automatically for the marketers. So dynamically building plans, automatically offering them to subscribers. Subscribers will be accepting them, and it goes in the charger, and you can do it in whatever system you want to do this. It could be at the retail point of sale on a kiosk, it could be on the mobile phone, it could be on the website, it could be in the call center when someone's having a problem. Boom, boom, boom. Super, super easy.
No, that's great. So let me summarize. So you are achieving hyper-personalization without designing every single plan manually and without making people design the plans themselves. And it's all algorithmic and it's all instantly done.
This is all algorithmic. It's all instantly done. And I think it's going to change telco. And I think this is the future of telco.
It's all great.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
So I think, Hakan, just to channel a little Jerry Maguire, I had you at hello, right?
You had me at hello.
I probably had you at hyper-personalization. I had you at no IT. I had you at marketing people could just design their own plans. It is an awesome little system. Everyone that sees it can't believe that it works and that it's real. And we can set up pilots literally in a few hours. We could do it in a day. Usually the IT department and getting the network connected takes a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so amazing and we're so proud of it. Go Totogi.
It's going to change telco. Go Totogi.
Awesome, Hakan. Well, thanks so much for spending time with me today on the podcast.
Thank you very much, Pierre.
Stick around because we're ending each podcast with a Telco in 20 takeaway. I have 20 seconds to tell you something you need to know. You just heard how excited Hakan is about how Totogi is changing the landscape of charging in telco. We think you're going to become a big fan too. If you want to swap out your old lame commodity charger from the 90s so you can drive higher customer engagement, lower churn, and grow your ARPU, then come to my webinar. We're going to show everyone what we just talked about, how the Totogi charging system can create highly individualized plans for subscribers and give marketing folks exactly what they need to increase their ARPU. To sign up for the webinar, head to totogi.com. It will be held in early May and available to CSPs around the world. Join me. And if you have questions about Totogi or charging, you can also give me a call or WhatsApp me at 925-TELCO-DR. As usual, follow me on Twitter at TelcoDR and connect to me on LinkedIn. And don't forget to sign up for our totally awesome newsletter at telcodr.com. Finally, if you loved this podcast, share it with your colleagues and leave us a review. See you at the webinar. Later, nerds.